Hello, good morning, friends. This is Anil Thomas again. Uh, I was I was told by several friends to put another video on my backyard garden. Anyway, let me start from the corner. This is my backyard actually. If you see in the corner, this is my compost bin. Right now, what you see is I have piled up all the leaves, dry leaves around here, and filled this bin. Then on the top, I covered it with dung. It's actually horse dung or horse manure. It's all dry, so it's not smelly at all. Now you can put more leaves on it. What is going to happen is all these leaves that is already there is going to settle down, and this is going to go down. This whole thing will go down and reduce in size. So what you will be able to do is you'll be able to put more leaves on top eventually. Now these are, when I cleaned up, this is a compost that I acquired from last year. This is just a balance of whatever that I got, because I used almost like everything into my beds in the beginning of the season, like in February, March. Now these are just leaves, the twigs, and when I cut some trees, when I prune the trees, I also just leave them here until it dries up, and all those leaves will go in the bin later on, and the stems I will cut it off and put it in the trash. Now, okay, this is the yard right here. Now my vegetable garden starts here. As I have shown you before, I have 3 raised beds. Cannot really say it is raised beds. It's almost like a partially raised bed, but I do all my vegetables inside these beds. Okay, here, this is like end of the season almost. Okay, here are the peppers, red peppers. Okay, I usually buy these peppers from Red Hot Chili Pepper. So this is just regular chili pepper. Now I have the cayenne pepper or the cayenne peppers here. You can see this. These are all red hot peppers. There's a moringa plant, and also you can see my amaranth. It has grown like 8 or 10 feet tall, and the seeds are ready to be harvested. Actually, I don't really harvest any of the seeds of the amaranth because they fall on the ground. I usually cut them and drop them in this bed, and the seeds will stay here and it will grow next year. It will come back next year. Now, this is a trellis for the Karela, bitter gourd, or pavakai. So since it's the end of the season, you won't see much Karelas right now because it's winding down, but you can still see some of them still forming. There's still flowers, and they might not grow into a bigger size because it's already cold. I mean, right now in the morning it was like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, okay, let me show the okra. I didn't grow much okra this year. Now this is, once it gets hardened, you cannot pick it. You have to leave it and let it dry up in the plant itself, so the seeds can be used for next year. This is like 15 or 16 years generation of okras that I've been growing, because I use the seeds. So take this seed inside and keep it inside, and then sow it next year in spring, and it will grow. So this generation has been going on for over 15 years, I think. Now coming back to the Karela trellis, I have another video showing how the trellis is, so I'm not going to illustrate or show in detail. But You can see from the bottom how it looks like under. I have harvested almost everything, so you won't find anything. Okay, here you can see one over here. See that it's not a bigger one, it's a small. So I will wait. Yeah, I think you can just pick it. So whatever that I get from now is a bonus. Alright, now I'm trying to dry some chili peppers. Okay, now going back. See the more corrals. These are small ones because the season is winding down. Now going to the other end. This is a trellis this is a temporary trellis that I made for Tindora. The Tindoras are also growing fine. See the trellis and the fruits are hanging. You can either go in there and pick them. I have the long, slender ones, and also I have the big ones, the fat ones. You can see the fat one right here. There are two different varieties. See the difference? So both of them taste the same, nothing different. I will show you how I planted it. You can see Tindora is planted. This is a mother plant. This is at least 2 or 3 years old mother plant. It stays in a plastic container, and the container is under the soil. Now I dig around with a spade around the container and take it out. And I usually take the mother plants inside the house and leave it inside. And I will show you the biggest one that I have. Look at the size of that mother plant. See, this is like 4 or 5 years old. See how strong it is, how thick it is. And this plant yielded a lot. So many people ask me, oh, my Tindora gave me only 10 or 15 Tindoras. How can you make so many? The secret behind is keep the mother plants. Don't take them inside and keep them. Try to save them during winter and replant it. And that's how you get all the Tindoras that you can. See. Look at the spring beans. They're almost done. I mean, it's all done. There's nothing left. Now, the ash gourds, the kumblanya, as we call it. I have like three plants in here. If you look, and I also have a snake gourd, but I don't have any fruits on it right now because we usually don't eat it that much. So there's a snake gourd flower right here, and all this. So there's more amaranth. So another one right here. Now you can see how the trellis goes. So this is what I was saying, this orchard has been growing all over the place. I was trying to contain it. When this growth happens like this, I just nip it off and throw it away because I don't want it to grow all over the place. The season is winding down, so we are almost done. Now going to the other end again. So these are like beans, they're all done. This has to be taken down. There's more red chili peppers, cayenne peppers, and these big flat beans. I don't know, sword beans or whatever they are called. But they're delicious. We like them so much. I will show you a couple of them. I left them for seeds for next year. I still have more chilies. So you can see. Now coming back here, you see another amaranth. Literally an amaranth tree. So this is a brinjal or the eggplant. I don't have any more in it. We grow only one because we don't eat that much of it. So I don't plant stuff like crazy. I just plant whatever that I need. So I think this is done. I can pull it out because my wife already harvested all of it. And this is asparagus. Next year I'll be able to get more asparagus. So you can see the asparagus stems still growing. You know, the new shoots, as soon as it comes, you can cut it off and use it. Now, tomatoes, people grow a lot of tomatoes, but I don't. I plant only one tomato plant. I don't know, that is, it's okay, I suppose. Anyway, because I got a lot of tomatoes from one plant. I already had enough for this year, literally speaking. Now all these green tomatoes, my wife cooks them as a vegetable, and we both like it so much. So anyway, I'm picking all these red ones. Let me put them away. Okay, just put them here right now. Oh, meanwhile, these are the lotus seeds that I have shown. I have sown last, when was it? I think it was in July. I made a video, and those lotus seeds that I sow are grown like this. This hasn't bloomed, so this is going to go inside. Hopefully it will bloom next year. But I have other lotus plants in the front yard, in the pond, that has blooms in it. Okay, that's the story right here. Now, it is time right now. Right now, this is the time you can plant garlic. Actually, I have planted some garlic earlier. You will see some plants right here, but it doesn't look healthy though. I had to clean up this area and start planting all the garlic right here. Now this is the ginger root. This cannot survive during winter, so I'm going to dig it out and put it in a pot. I'm going to take it inside. So this is it, folks. Okay, this is my small vegetable garden. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, this video will be in my YouTube channel too. So, all right, there we go. Okay, I also want to show where I store some rainwater. Oh look, somebody's trying to swim. You know who that is. He's dead for good. All right, guys. Bye.